Hey guys, RG Tech here. Want to know more about X99 Micro2? Stay tuned. Hey guys, RG Tech here. Today we're going to take a look at the X99 Micro2 motherboard that features the socket 2011-3. So what's on the box? So the X99 chipset features Core i7, which is supported at 5820K, 5930K, and 5960X. It's SLI compatible, so let's go around the side of the box here, check out some other stuff. Onboard CPU temperature monitor, features Elite X tuning utility, so that's the software that EVGA promotes to overclock their processor inside of the operating system. Has a passive chipset heatsink, no fans, lower noise. Has pause cap capacitors, which means they're high quality and longer lifespan. Has 100% solid state capacitors, which means they're higher quality, again, a longer lifespan. More gold content in the socket area. Higher gold content in CPU pins, which basically introduce lower inductance and then better power delivery to those CPUs. It also features a 6-phase PWM design. All right, on the back side of the box here, good representation of what's actually on the motherboard itself. Again, it features an X99 chipset, SLI up to 3-way. SATA ports, you have 10 native SATA 6 gigabit ports. USB, you have one USB Type-C connector, 6 native USB 3.0 and 6 USB 2.0. Memory of 4 DIMM quad channel, up to 64 gigabyte of capacity of DDR 3200 with overclock. Your capacitors again are 100% solid state. Your form factor is micro ATX. Ethernet is a Intel gigabit NIC. You have 8-channel high definition audio. Has a M.2 socket key M, which is full size support. I personally am running a Samsung SM951 128 gigabyte. I can verify that it does run over 2 gigabit per second read time. PCB is in 8 layers. Some of the key features of this motherboard: it's got a 6-phase digital VRM, high power reset and clear CMOS buttons on the actual board itself. It does use the EVGA Elite X tuning utility, onboard CPU temp monitor, has NVMe from Intel SSD support, audio backlighting shielding, and a switchable DC PWM control on all of your fan slot headers. Moving around, there's not much else here. That's it. Inside the box, since I've already unboxed mine already, it features the motherboard, driver installation disc, has a rear case I/O panel, which by the way is shielded. Nice touch, EVGA. Rear case I/O cover, 2 SATA 6 gigabit data cables. I feel that was a little soft. Should have been at least included 4. And then the manual, which is actually a 2-part manual, and also a case badge that is inside the installation disc. Other than that, let's take you around the motherboard. Okay. Upper left-hand corner, you're going to see your EVGA cover plate. Good job, EVGA, for including this. Good added accessory. To the right of that, you're going to see 1 PWM fan header. To the right of that, you're going to see your first and second DDR4 DIMM slots, which are OCable to 3200 megahertz. To the right of that, your 2011-3 chipset. Above that, your VRMs. Above that, you're going to see your 8-pin CPU power delivery. Moving to the right, you're going to see your 3rd and 4th DDR4 DIMMs. To the right of those, you're going to see your PWM fan headers, followed by your reset CMOS switch. Really like seeing that. There's another one on the rear I/O for easy access when you don't have your side panel off. Moving down, you're going to see your relocated battery. Prior, it was underneath the graphics card if you had a 1 GPU solution. Moving down, you will see that you have your debug LED, which reads out various codes pertaining to your troubleshooting issues. 24-pin connector, and then underneath that you will see right above the debug LED, you will see your reset and power buttons on the physical motherboard itself. Moving on, you'll see that it's kind of hard to see, but you'll see that there's 10 SATA 6 gigabit ports, up from 6 from the previous model. Rounding out the lower right hand corner of the motherboard, you'll see your pin headers, USB 2.0 and USB 3.0. The bottom of the motherboard has 2 more PWM fan headers. However, in my installation, you'll see that I have a bottom mounted power supply. But this presents a potential issue. In my case, I have to render them basically useless. They are impossible to plug anything into. So, got a dock 1 point for that. Previous model had them sticking flat out, which was at least easier to plug something in. It doesn't make wire management any easier. I can see where EVGA was going with that. However, I digress. Moving on, you'll see another front panel header. And then as far as the board layout, you do get 3 PCI Express X16 lanes when all populated. They will do 3-way SLI, however, there's only 4 slots, one of which is plugged in right now with my 980 Ti. Underneath that, you will see, which has been blinking the entire time, my M.2 Samsung SM951 SSD. Underneath that, you're going to see your second X16 PCIe slot, followed by the third one. Preferably, you're going to run at most 2-way SLI in here. You can with optimal cooling. However, aesthetic-wise, I think that 2-way SLI is just about the max in this type of build situation. As far as overall aesthetics, I give this my seal of approval. It's got a black 8-layered PCB, which just looks absolutely phenomenal in my opinion. Overall, this has been a great motherboard. It would fit any micro ATX system builder great. Had a few issues with the fan headers and the M.2 SSD, but I quickly emailed Jacob from EVGA and was quickly resolved. Alright, well that concludes my review of the X99 Micro2 by EVGA. I wanted to shout out to Jacob over at EVGA for providing this review sample. Also, there is a written review at evga.com/forums. Be sure to check that out. And as always, please toss me a like and subscribe. Have a great day.